It's Tiara Tuesday, and I'm gonna level with you. Today's video is a bit of a bummer. It's been a little while since I've gotten out my anti-colonialism soapbox, but last week I went for a trip to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and while that is always a good time, it's also a reminder of how fucked up some of the histories of all of these beautiful things can be. In a museum that has literal dead bodies and coffins, this is, in my opinion, more morbid than any mummy. This is also the second time I've talked about this piece, which is quite unusual. Normally, I won't do repeat videos, but I think this piece deserves the respect of retelling its story. This piece is known as the Crown of the Virgin of the Immaculate Conception, also known as the Crown of the Andes. It was made between the 16th century and 1770. It's generally accepted that this is a composite piece made of various parts at different times, and it is composed of gold and over 450 emeralds. The piece was initially made for a larger-than-life statue of the Virgin Mary in a church in Popoyan, Colombia. So obviously these are Colombian emeralds. The largest of these emeralds is known as the Atahualpa emerald, and this is where we start to get into the shitty backstory. The emerald is named after the Incan emperor that it was most likely stolen from, seized by historical shithead Francisco Pizarro when Atahualpa was captured. It's not clear how many of the emeralds in this piece were initially stolen and how many were mined by the Spanish from Colombian mines, although to be honest, that's really just one step removed from outright stolen. But one thing is clear. The gold used in this crown was sourced in its entirety from melted down pre-Columbian art and artifacts. During Spanish colonization in South and Central America, pre-Columbian art made of gold and silver was melted down and shipped off to Spain. While this gold did not ever leave Colombia, its fate really wasn't any better. The crown remained in the possession of the Catholic Church in Colombia until the 1930s, when it was sold to an American businessman by the name of Warren J. Piper. He initially said that his plan was to break the crown up into pieces and sell all of the jewels individually. The crown was displayed at various museums and exhibits throughout the 20th century, and it was eventually bought by the Metropolitan Museum of Art in 2015. There are plenty of people in Colombia who believe that the crown should be returned to them, because it was made in Colombia from Colombian materials. Although a piece like this constitutes stolen goods, who does it actually belong to, and who would it be returned to, if anyone at all? It's no secret that museums around the world are filled with pieces that don't belong there. If Colombia willingly sold off this crown in the 1930s, that begs the question of, where does this crown belong?